Hello, my very dear Virgos. This is your reading for the week of May 4th, or when you hear it and it resonates. And of course, it will not be for every Virgo. Virgo, what I'm seeing for you today is a really interesting image I'm going to try to explain. It's as though you are walking through a tunnel that is really more of a trench because there's no top on it. What I see, the sides are almost like glass, except it's black glass. So again, it's not ice. It's not really a tunnel, it's more of a trench. But what it shows me is that you're in a groove. And what it feels is that the sides are coming up and you don't really have room to move within this trench that you've created. And because it's black, it has a quality of heaviness to it. And as I'm watching you in it, it's almost like I'm watching you plod along in this. Now, when I ask what this represents, what I'm being told is, what I was being told and now I'm getting back is that this kind of trench that you're in has been created by virtue of certain negative attitudes that you've had about betrayal. And it might be romantic betrayal, it might be parental, it might be, could have happened anywhere, but it's that sense of someone having either been disloyal, malicious, not just being there for you the way you thought they were going to be there for you, but what it's carrying is this quality of you having identified yourself with that energy. And as you identify yourself with that energy, what it does is it's compressed who you get to be, because it's literally as though, okay, you're still aware of what's going on in the world around you, but this has created such a tunnel for you, such a groove for you, that unless somebody actually lifts you out of that and moves you aside, you're going to keep going along, being contained by all of the structures you have developed in accordance with this personality, or in accordance with this energy you carry. Let me put it that way. In accordance with this energy of betrayal that you carry. Now, it might mean that you've created situations where you're very limited in who you speak with, limited who you trust. You may only stick with, siblings as your friends, or children as your entertainment. It can be it can be an entire range of how you've structured your life in order to deal with either the expectation of betrayal, or, this is so important and I'm not quite sure how to express it. It is the idea that as you carry this energy, it's not just, it's created context in your life in terms of how you've chosen to limit yourself. But it's also created this sense within you that you don't deserve more, that you can't have more, that you never will have more. And this may go back to the essential feeling as a child of not belonging for whatever reason. Virgo, what you're being told here is, if you'd like to get out of that attitude, that concern, if you'd like to transmute some of that energy around that sense of betrayal, not being good enough, what underlies what you believe about why you were betrayed, that's key. Okay, what was underlying that? What was the belief underlying that? Is that if you can look at life now within the context of, we're all here to learn and grow, and that we're all in service to each other in some way or another. If you can really hold that attitude, then any experience you have in relation to somebody else gives you the power to understand it's a co-creation, and that you can change your energy in terms of how you create next time. I didn't know I was going to say that. That's very important for you, okay? You're being told that staying in touch with your feelings, being able to really be honest with yourself about what you feel, as opposed to coming up with that defensive attitude right away that prevents you from going deeper. By saying what you feel, by allowing yourself to be in touch with what you are really feeling, this is where you get to decide, do I want to stay in this trench? Is this enough? Am I feeling compressed? Do I want to expand? And if the answer is yes, I would like to get out of this trench, this predetermined groove of what to expect in life. If I want to get out of that, what serves me is checking in with my feelings and saying, is this suiting me? What would suit me better? And by having the attitude of understanding that we're all in service to each other, what you get to do is you get to let go of your resentment. You get to let go of your anger. You get to let go of your sense of perhaps having been a victim. You now get to redefine who you are and your strengths. And that's really important because you have so many of them, Virgo. You have so many strengths, so much capacity to create, to work, to be present, to be loyal, like all of these wonderful things. So now can we do it in a way where you also get to feel loved and that people are present for you, that people are seeing you, that people are valuing you, that people want the best for you, for what is good for you. That is where we would like your energy to move to. So some of you are already in the process of that, of course. Some of you maybe are just not sure yet if it's possible. But Spirit is telling you, yes, it is. It's all a shift in your perception. And that is what a miracle is, according to A Course in Miracles. It simply is a shift in perception. And I pull one last card to top it off, and you've got the Grace deck, my dears. Never sure if you're reading it or not. Grace. Grace has a smooth, easy, peaceful, and supportive quality. It flows naturally into us and through us. It's an experience of letting the benevolent universe take us through our movements and guide us with a loving hand. Notice the feeling quality of this description and return to it today. Every time you're about to do or think about anything, or at any point in the day when you find yourself feeling stressed and thinking too much. Grace, smooth, easy, peaceful, supportive quality, and it flows naturally into us and through us. It is your birthright, and you are being told you can lean into grace. If you want to make these shifts, you've got the divine presence to help you do it. Much love, and take care.